Hello and welcome back to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer in our Lorien campaign. Where we left off, we had managed to auto-resolve the battle at Logarth by the aid of our allies.
Your attention is an honor, noble ally.
After we managed to aid one of their... After I aided another general who was over here who managed to take... After I took Rawberg, I gifted it to my allies. But Logarth is mine, and mine alone.
Approaching quietly.
And that means there's only one place left the orcs can hide. Dorfalu. But, and this is a very big but, however, what you want to call it, they now only have one region. And I have been saying for at least 10 episodes, 10 parts, that a Last Stand script is going to appear. I thought it'd come after we took Amon Lank. But now I'm starting to think, now that Dorfalu is the last region, once we end the turn, we will be facing a very big army. But we are more than prepared. Much more than prepared. We have our elites, the Gervileg, March Wardens, Sentinels, Yavanna's Chosen, the Sentinels of Heron Amroth. You have the Hirleng, the Elder Council, and we have Celeborn on our side. Also, I only noticed this after I finished recording. The dwarves lost Dornor Hack somehow. Dornor Hack.
I'm gonna stick you.
I'm not gonna say Dornor Hack. It's how I've always pronounced it. But yeah, a lot of things happened. The dwarves of Erebor also lost Gundabad, and that's how Dane died. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's see if my predictions are correct. I saw Dorlingvar change from a ordinary looking castle to an elven stronghold with those golden trees. Definitely a way to make a building stand out. Just give it golden trees. Unless it's in Karaskalafon, in which case that's just natural. Now, my Wood Elven allies, even though they still have the opportunity to keep attacking, I feel like they may not. Oh, they're going for Dorfalu. Okay, that could work. It means I don't have to deal with it. It means I don't have to give it away. Granted, it doesn't mean I don't get any money for it, but I don't want Dorfalu for the money. But that means Logarth is the one place we need to be defending as we begin our war with Rune. The Steward of Gondor is dead again. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I knew it. It's just about time. Sauron's Mirkwood fortress is threatened from all sides. Its last general has requisitioned a force from the Dark Tower of Barad-dûr from his master, and a mighty host he shall get. Bolstered by his own vicious creatures, orc, wraith and troll alike, he seeks to reclaim the land he once dominated. The poison tips of the archers will fell elven blood. The wicked and crude swords will tear man flesh, and the trolls will let loose to annihilate any foe that steps in their path. Doggoldor's host will march, leaving a bloody trail and desolation in its path. So Don Amroth is dead. Oh dear. March Warden Orifin prompted. Long have the March Wardens protected the borders of our lady's realm, but she has foreseen dark tidings ahead, and the power of evil is growing once more. The great fortress of Doggoldor, once Sauron's stronghold, has been conquered. Okay, why did he not appear at the same time as Rumil? Borders of Lothlorien has been expanded. Powerful magic lady will not be able to protect all of our lands. Lothlorien must now muster in its most experienced warriors to lead its troops, and so-called lady and lord, this new March Warden, forth to lead their troops. In an hour of need, Orifin, brother of Haldir, will lead our forces to bring peace once more to the realm.
Come, my brothers.
And unlike his brother... Oh, okay. Okay, so he's Gervileg. He could be a useful... He could actually be useful in melee. In battle. The Principality of Dol Amroth is no more. I will claim vengeance for for the Lord Amroth. I think it's best we take Rumia along with Orathin.
By the light of Elbereth!
Which means I'll be moving
Sire!
you out of Lim here.
Come, my brothers! Onward! Elves!
Obviously, you can't separate the twin brothers.
Elven warriors! My lord! Swiftly!
Take these units with them.
Reinforcements!
Let's get a unit of Lorien Wardens to take their place. Well, I really don't have many elite buildings in here, do I? Oh well, I don't really need them.
By the light of Elbereth!
So
Over here, elves!
let's allow Rumia and Orathin to continue.
Stay alert.
They might lead a third army, or might join with Haldir. It'd be more appropriate they join with Haldir. At least it's improved the Ardenium. That's going to change when I declare war on them and take back the land. So this is what an elven stronghold now looks like. The golden walls, the golden trees. As much golden as things can get. Now then, Lundbag has at least 2 units of Dolgador Trolls. Possibly 2 units of Shadow Guard, 2 Shadow Bows. Then the rest is rather trashy. I must admit, I was expecting more. This army here might be a bit much. But I'll see if he attacks where he attacks. He'll attack Ostingil, Amon Lank, or Dorling Var. I feel like he'd attack Amon Lank, seeing that's his primary target to reclaim. But I don't know. Ishgaz, I don't really care.
Approaching quietly.
So we found Vilta last time. There's Carverad.
Approaching quietly.
It's housed by Brodad the Just another Lokrim bodyguard unit. Santandwi,
Approaching quietly.
the great stronghold of the Northmen. Oh, that's a new unit. I don't remember seeing these before. The Udej Marines. Oh, these are the... Oh. Yeah. They're technically javelin units, but instead of a javelin, they have fire flasks. And for those that don't know much about the lore of... Well, I don't think it's very... yeah. They learn how to make blasting powder, pretty much, same as Saruman did. Except this is just in a form of a small flask instead of how Saruman made it, which were massive bombs. Like a blow up entire walls segments. So you have to admit, Saruman's ingenuity was definitely greater than that of the runic clans.
Come, my brothers!
But who can blame them?
We will need that one! Onward!
They're still ingenious enough to make it. That's definitely worth something, I guess.
Elves!
And another end turn. So yeah, Gundabad has fully fallen under Angmar control, although Anduin's slowly going to sort that out. I also was considering if I could have taken Dorfalu before the my Wood Elf allies decided to go for it. The plan was I'd take Dorfalu and then move on the Black Gate. I'd take the Black Gate and then hold on from there because the Black Gate is extremely difficult to lose. The axes bite. The men of Dawnland have known uncounted hardship. Forced from their homes by the Rohirrim, their very existence as a people now stands upon the edge of a knife. The bellicose of resilient force of resilient folk, and Dunlendings have refused to give in quietly to their demise, and have formed into a mighty host of many warriors and clansmen. Soon their enemies will know the axe of Dunland still has its bite. To battle, to glory, to the death. And to the death they shall have, because they are not fighting Rohirrim. They are fighting the dwarves. Okay, where's the invasion being called now?
Follow me.
There are several words for what I want to say for this. Bollocks is one of them.
Come, my brothers.
I guess we're going back to defending Caras Galadhon.
Follow me.
And he is not moving.
I'm gonna
Or he did move and I didn't notice. Okay, another unit of Hireleng. Then move the march, move the
Elven
sentinels,
Elves, elven warriors.
Girthinen, and the woodland
For the
warriors back to Caras
Come
Galadhon,
on. Form up.
because we will need every little bit of defense. I have to see if I can cut off resources to other endeavours. Relationship's worsened with Mordor, don't really care. Khan has the armourer. And everything else just what's been repaired. So yeah, we are now being made the target of the invasion. Which means no matter what we do,
Elves.
we are now
Be vigilant.
having to adopt the defensive stance. Because many mightier army will come and attack us. And I'm fairly certain, currently no one has made themselves an invasion and have made themselves an enemy of mine. Probably because they're too busy with other endeavours. But something tells me the Orcs of Angmar will bring up an invasion army, which will hopefully die halfway to Retrocide. Mordor's going to bring out at least 5 armies against me. Oh, and I wish that was me joking too.
Have a taste of my blade.
We are
I'm gonna
in it
stick
now.
you. Have a taste of my blade.
But the best thing is, because of what my allies are able to do, they can take Dorthalu. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but I'm glad it did. The might of Rúmel and Orifin together, we might stand a chance. However, we do need to keep sending out other units.
For the light.
Merge these together.
Elves. Elven warriors. Yes, my lord. For
The
the
4 that
light.
are fully
Swiftly.
healed into that fort, and you can go. So we're now actually starting to make more money again, now we've occupied the forts. I need to hope that Lumbag does something. Removing half the garrison from Amon Lank might do that. And I did not think Orifin would have the Gervileg, though it does make sense as Rúmel is the Girthinen. Girthinen. So then. Ah, good. Dornohak is back under Dwarven control. Our southern border is safe. For now. I fear Mordor won't quit yet. Although the dwarves' focus is still centralised in the south, or the west. And up here, the dwarves and men of Dunedain are still at war, if I'm not mistaken. Which in itself is a mistake. They are not focusing their attention upon Angmar. Oh, okay. Go work, elves. You might take Mount Gram. Or the Mountains of Gram. I forget what the region is named. We just need to hope.
Elves.
To hope with everything we have that we can hold out against these foes.
Yes, my lord.
actually get those wardens and sentries
My lord.
as well. Or do I want that?
Elves, come on! This is the way.
No, let's focus on the Gervileg, then the Elder Council, then the Hilileng. And are we ending the turn again? See who goes to war with us? Oh, another thing. Invasion. In the past, invasions have been able to be called by any faction that serves Sauron. So that includes the evil men, such as Rune, Harad, Kand, what used to be Umbar. However, to keep invasions in, so the game can actually... Sorry, but for a small time in the game's history, invasions didn't exist. For a small time in the history of Divide and Conquer, the invasions didn't exist. However, this meant that Mordor still couldn't be defeated if you just took all their regions, and you'd always have to go for the One Ring. So they managed to add invasions back, but they made it so the evil men had a different culture, because it was the culture that actually allowed the evil men factions to actually join in the invasions, because it was the followers of Melkor. That was a religion that was part of all of them. However, unfortunately, it's not really showing there. Where is it? Really? You're not going to show it to me? Come on. I'm trying to tell a story here. Okay, here. Men of the East. Then there's also Nomadic. Nomadic is what's the men of the warriors of Kand become if they side with the Istari. Then there's obviously Melkor's Shadow, which are the followers of Melkor, which are the Orc factions. And that's why now only the Orc factions can join into invasions. Otherwise, you'd have half the world centralized on in one nation. And obviously, it was very difficult for you to actually defeat that. But they managed to make some changes, and now the world is in balance. Anyway, enough about the history lesson. Let's end the turn. So yeah, the evil men can no longer join in on the invasions. And also the Ardenaim culture is something completely different as well. It's King's Men. Completely different to the Dunedain religion. The exact opposite, in fact, if we go this by a law standpoint. Though obviously there'll never be enough Black Númenóreans left in the world to even consider making an army that could actually take out places like Lindon. But of course, that's just the charm of Divide and Conquer. It adds impossibility to the law that still doesn't feel law-breaking, though it is. And that's not honestly a bad thing. And no one else has actually gone to war with us. No one else has decided to join in the invasion. And Lumbag still has not moved from his spot. This has been Neogleen with the Sunday News. Okay, I'm going to have to move that and take them out myself then, it seems.
How may I serve? Orders. How may I serve?
Elven warriors.
Orders.
Okay, the Yvonne's chosen voice line is not an elven voice line. That is the...
How may I serve?
Swiftly.
That might be something that might need to be changed.
Yes, my lord. Elves, this is...
I'm gonna stick you.
Elven warriors, follow me. Over here, elves.
Have a taste of my blade.
Okay, Celeborn closer. Hope we can merge some of our other units to join them.
Come, my brother.
All we need is an army of archers.
Elven warriors.
And we have exactly that.
Yes, my lord. Elven warriors.
Onward!
I'm gonna stick you.
Elves.
I can still get 2 more units.
Come on!
Orders.
Onward!
Elven warriors.
Keep him in the backbone as the back burner for now, because I don't think you'll be able to reach Celeborn.
Sire.
Have a taste of my blade.
I need to make it so Lumbag can't
I'm
either.
gonna stick you.
Because this army alone won't be able to defeat whatever's in that army together. The trolls alone will just decimate anything that stands in its path. And we have roads in Aknodiorn. Our trade goes greater. However, we want Karas Galathon to continue making more. So we'll get the barracks, so we can start getting some Yavanna's Chosen. And more Wardens and Sentries, of course.
I'm gonna stick you.
Haldir's army for now is just going to have to sit there and be nice. However,
Have a taste of my blade.
I can't move out from Logarth without there being problems. I'll have to wait. I'll just have to wait. The time will come where we can strike out again.
For the light.
But like last time, we're now in a
Onward!
have to be
Swiftly! Come on!
in a state of constant
Onward!
defence.
Conceal
Because
our
Karas
movements.
Galathon is soon going to be
Form up.
besieged by several powerful military armies.
Elves.
And even though it is very easy to defend Karas Galathon, if you don't have the proper army, you will very quickly
By the
fall
light of
against
Elbereth.
anything that comes against you.
Have a taste of my blade.
Another end turn. Am I been reclaimed Gundabad? So that little speck at the very top of the Misty Mountains, if it says, it looks like it's a shade of pink, but it might still be dark green. It's not very easy to tell from this distance. I can't zoom in or anything like that. I'm just going to have to wait. But take your guess if they've already taken Gundabad back or not. Place your bets. Place your bets. Have they reclaimed Gundabad? They're still not moving. Okay. Then we can merge the entire army together and attack Lumbag and actually have a battle. Brilliant. The Dun landings are now done. Ethering's revenge. Ethering falls. The fields and woods are wrapped in flame. The walls have crumbled and the merchant bridge has been taken. The heartlands of Gondor lay open, and it falls to the men of the Ringlow Vale to muster a force to stand against the invaders and keep their heartlands secure. The men on the fields have been called, the merchant militia gathered, the garrison reassembled and the clansmen mustered. Battle will be met and the fate of the heart of Gondor will be decided. But I fear it will not be enough. Gondor is already fallen. And so have the Dun landings. Meaning it's now only Isengard. But Bree, I feel like, seeing that they've been unopposed, they must own all of this land. I'll have to check once we've finished. So Karas Galathon now is the fairground. Still building more stuff. Irui has the market. We'll get them the archery range so we can get more archers to defend Karas Galathon. And Ogarth has gained another building. The art studios. Let's get the art gallery. So it seems they've completely disassembled their attack on Dorfallow, which is not good. We cannot allow the orcs to remain like this.
Your attention is an honor, noble ally.
We give them a chance to return, and all we're doing is giving evil another chance to sprout its
Yes, my
evil
lord.
head.
Swiftly.
I didn't know where I was going with that, but oh well. None the army of
Come, my
Celeborn
brothers. Onward.
means with
Elves.
the army you have stationed
I
here
serve.
and Dorlingvar.
Onward!
Ready, elves. Yes, my lord. Elven warriors. Elves. Follow me.
And together we will attack
I'm
Lumbag.
gonna stick
and
you.
end the madness,
Have a taste
this
of my
madness once and for
blade.
all. And this army I shall use to defeat, I'll move down and take Dorfalu for my own. Then it is up to the two twins, the March Wardens of
Yes, my
Lorien,
lord.
to defend our borders against the evil. And if they cannot, then all hope is lost. I'm just kidding, we'll just reclaim it.
Elves!
There's no way in which, if we're losing Karaskalafon, we lose everything. So before the last big battle against Dol Guldur, let's have a look at how the world is still looking. Mordor has just got army after army after army. They're still trying to reclaim Dorn or Hash again. I can't decide how I want to pronounce it. It seems now that Harad has just been trapped. And that means from my past experiences, from watching other people play the game and from my own, when a faction, even if it's allied to its neighbour, and there's no enemies around it they can attack, there's a possibility it will immediately end the alliance and attack at the same time. So yeah, Efring has fallen. And so where's the great host from Gondor? Here it is. Corriven. Let's hope you can do your part. Because the Ardenheim won't give up that easily. Yeah, I was right. Look at all the land Breeze actually managed to take. And it's actually on the doorstep of Isengard. And yeah, I was also correct. And they're in reclaimed Gundabad. And it seems that Angmar's soon to be no more. What a relief. But that just means the war between the men and dwarves is just going to escalate. I mean, it already has. They're attacking Khan Doom. Rohan's almost finally defeated Isengard for the God knows how many times now. But they're soon going to have to fight Mordor. They have to. And hopefully the dwarves don't get greedy and attack Rohan as well. I'm fairly certain they are allies. They are, okay, they're not going to war with they're not going to war with each other. I hope. Other than that, let's go back to having no knowledge of the rest of the world. And then return and attacking Lumbag. And that'll be the end of this part. And the war with the great enemy of Dol Guldur is almost defeated once and for all. Peace will return to these forests. Greenwood the Great will become whole once again. Here we go. Will they attack me or will I attack them? They stay put. Yeah, something tells me that army doesn't know what to do. Oh well. It just means we can kill them now.
By the light of
It's time,
Elven!
Lumbag.
Take it for the elves!
Face your fate. He's got Kamul. Oh yes, that's a thing. So the general is a cavalry unit. Has 2 units of Orc Dol Guldur trolls, 2 Kamul shadow guards, 2 shadow bows, and then 5 units of stalker trash and 3 units of hunter trash. I think it's the general and the trolls that kind of balance out this entire army. Otherwise, it's
Evil
just
must not
trash.
be allowed to triumph this day.
Regardless, the war ends here. Isildur commanded a Fangale to be drawn up, a shield wall of 2 serried ranks that could be bent back at either end if outflanked, until at need it became a closed ring. Huh, that's nice. I hope I pronounced that all correctly, but knowing me, I probably pronounced something wrong. Try and get rid of this mist. Now it's time to show off the power the full unrestrained power of Lorien. I have my Elder Council in the centre of... And he's in the centre. We don't really need them on the back line because they are themselves a spear unit. The Elder Council are very good at their job. Get you all out of skirmish mode. The Berio Ingladia and the Galafin March Wardens join together. And 4 units of Lorien archers on both sides. Okay, they picked a very different angle to what I did. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh wait. Oh yeah, Yvonne's chosen now are no longer what they used to be. They used to be a halberd unit that could make a shield trump formation, but now they've actually been given the ability to make a spear wall. Although I don't think they're pikes. If they are, that makes them even more powerful. No, the only Elven Pike unit to exist is the Imladris Guard. Because Elven Pikes are OP. This is a halberd unit. At best, this is a halberd unit. Okay, don't focus on the trash. We've been over this. We've just been saying how important those trolls are. So focus the trolls. I'm trying to keep a nice and toned demeanor because if I don't, I might have to get the whip, and I will beat you. And I will beat you if you do not know. If you elves do not know what to aim at. Thank you. Auf Wiedersehen. Not at the trash. Aim for the trolls. Kill the trolls. That should have been Gandalf's message. Don't forget aiming for the towers. Don't aim at the trash. Aim at the trolls. They're your problem. Use swiftness now. Keep them in place. Don't let them move. But yeah, first I don't remember Kamul's Shadow Knights. This is the bodyguard of Kamul, and it's actually a trainable unit in the late game. Obviously only from door to door, but still. Silver Easterlings. That alone tells you they should be feared. Hold your shields high, elves. We shall weather this storm. Here they come. I'll turn all fire upon the Shadow Guard before they reach the front line. And you four, continue your fire as it was, for now. Oh, well there goes my front line. And good for you elves with it. Actually, keep aiming at those trolls. They're right in your front arc of sight. Shadow Knights are about to charge.
We will smash the enemy.
Oh, the javelins impaling the horses. And charge only into spears. The damage may be great. We must prevail. The fate of all elvendom on earth, on this earth, rests on us. Here and now, we must win. We must prevail. We shall prevail. Sentries, move into the orcs. Don't give them an inch. Moving towards the shadow bows. Oh, but these Elder Council suffered massive damage. Focus your firepower upon the shadow bows. Get into range if you must. But focus upon them, you must.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Aim at the Shadow Guard at sides. Fight them in their weakest positions. Their flanks. Their armor only protects them from the front. From the sides they are vulnerable. And from the sides is where they shall be they are most perishable. Only 3 of the Shadow Knights remain. An orc on a horse. And I thought I saw everything. Sentinels return. Aid our allies in the fight against the general.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Aim at the hunters. Shadow Guard are weakening. They're forced to break apart. Aim at the shadow bows. Elder Council, move to the side. Your javelins will be put good use to me. Will be put to good use, making mincemeat of those stalkers. Make ready and prepare to fire. There we go, shoot him down before he can get back into combat. You will not survive this day, Lumbag. Your time is up.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will
And like
lose their
that,
will to fight.
It's over. The forces of Mirkwood now realise their doom is all but inevitable. With their last hope slain,
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
they must not be allowed to escape. Not after everything we have sacrificed this day. We have suffered heavy casualties. Where wounds can
Be
heal.
awed by the victory we have won.
The scars we've inflicted upon the Shadow of Mirkwood can only be hidden, but are always there. Upon a stake in the middle was set a great goblin head. Upon its shattered helm, the white badge could still be seen. The Raiders of the White Hand.
Stay in the trees.
And another great battle. Another great victory. The end is
We
near.
must defend these lands.
We have gone to war with Isengard. Me, because they've obviously must have set an invasion army. And Khazad-dûm, obviously, because they're now in direct contact, so they have to go to war, probably. And Khazad-dûm and Bree are allies. Excellent. No war between the nations of good this time. That means there is one
Elven warriors.
army coming for me.
Swiftly.
At least one. There might still be one from Dol Guldur soon to appear. But not likely. But Mordor is sure to bring out at least one army.
Elves.
Okay, Celeborn. It's time. Move for Dorfallu. End this.
I would fight for your
And also,
people as if they
the
were
elves
my
are
own,
now at
friend.
war with Rune. It's time the dragon knew what it was to fear. The elves of the Golden Wood and of Greenwood the Great now march for your doorstep. And Giundu Dorndef has already brought upon an army to besiege Caras Galadhon. We are ready. Are they?
Stick you.
So I hope you all enjoy this part. There will obviously be many more parts that I will be recording. Not obviously I will be doing more of these than Age of the Ring videos. Mainly because it's very difficult to get the AI to do anything these days.
Sire.
But anyway, tomorrow will be another part. Hopefully, we'll get to show off what happens when the armies of the Dark Lord come to the gates of the Golden City itself, the home of the Lady Galadriel and the Lord Celeborn. What is in here? Oh, yeah, I've got 3 mornings of Hirleng and Elric. How did I forget these guys? Okay, I'm definitely want to bring them out one day. Probably to defend Caras Galadhon, but
For the light.
nah, they just get attacked by
I'm gonna
Giundu.
stick you.
So, hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Farewell.